Since the recording of my story, Ticket Pro has since begun pre-sales to Kanye's concert in South Africa. But many South Africans themselves believe that this still is very sketchy and is possibly a scam. I'm still going to post this video because many of the problems with the concert still exist. With that being said, Kanye's South African concert might be a scam.
What up, where's your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, I just did a video a few weeks ago, I want to say a week or two ago, about Kanye pulling one of the biggest Bitcoin scams in the history of Bitcoin scams. It dropped faster than any Bitcoin scam, almost as fast as any of them ever have. People lost millions on that scam. No one really covered it, especially in hip-hop, maybe a channel or two here or there. But Kanye ran a legit scam and came out unscathed, right? So right now, we're seeing Kanye, I'm just going to be honest, Kanye may be in a little bit of trouble because he's doing some questionable things with some really sketchy people, because Kanye really can't do shows throughout the world like they think he can. Kanye just did 3 shows this year, actually 2. He did South Korea and he did China. The other show that he was supposed to do over in Europe, I believe it was Slovakia or something. He was supposed to do this huge festival over there. The people over there objected to him being the headliner of the festival, and the whole festival got canceled because they didn't want to have anything to do with the controversy. The people filed, they were signing a petition, got probably 50,000 signatures or something crazy like that. And what happened was, rather than just drop him from the show, they dropped the entire show. This was a massive show. It was like a 2-3 day festival. They just said, we're good. We're just going to drop the whole thing. So Kanye made that whole festival drop and moved on with his life. It's hard for him to perform anywhere with all the stuff that he got going on, because he's pushed too many buttons. He's crossed too many lines. The anti-Semitism, the racist rhetoric that he's spewing, the nonsense that he brings with him, all of the subject matter that he's talking about is ridiculous. The cuck stuff and this, that, and the third, the stuff about him and his cousin, and just a lot of stuff that people find offensive. So now Kanye on his world tour has decided, allegedly, that he's going to do a show in South Africa. Well, the South Africans themselves do not believe that this show is real, that this show is going to happen. He said it on his own social media, but upon further review, there are too many holes in this thing for it to happen. Now, maybe it will happen, but the South African people themselves are saying, don't even put any money to this. The company that he's supposedly going through, very suspect. So it's looking like this show is a scam, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Let me read this and we're going to have a conversation. All right. Kanye West is heading to South Africa as his world tour continues. He's on a world tour, but he's only done 2 countries so far. Ye announced a one-night South Africa concert in Johannesburg, Ellis Park on December 13th, 2025, sparking excitement and skepticism. Kanye West, now performing under the name Ye, is bringing his globe-spanning tour to South Africa with a one-night-only concert set for December 13th. The stadium, which accommodates over 62,000 people, it's a lot of people, that'll be very, very packed out if this happens, will host Ye's only scheduled performance on the African continent next year. The announcement made through Ye's official X account. This is Ye's official account. Nobody's making this up. He announced this himself. But I'm going to tell you why this looks fugazi to a lot of people. It drew immediate attention online and attracted a mix of excitement and skepticism. Ticket registration will open on September 23rd, which was yesterday, via Ticket Pro Co.za. Though early technical issues delayed the original rollout, the event is being coordinated by the Monake Group, okay? Or Monyake Group. I'm going to go with Monyak Group. You know what? I'm going to go with Monyake Group. The Ellis Park Stadium. No, I'm going to go with this. The Monyake Group and Ellis Park Stadium. but concerns have surfaced over the promoter's limited online presence and an active website, prompting questions about the event's legitimacy. See, they came out of nowhere. They don't have really no online presence. 62,000 tickets sold. If they can get that thing to sell out in a couple hours, now the scam that they ran on the Bitcoin, that thing bang went up real quick. People got their money, got out, and then it dropped, and a lot of people lost millions. So this could be another thing where they bang, get all these people money, bang, gone, right? Kanye get his cut. He could be like, show canceled. Tickets, you get your tickets at the point of at the point of purchase, and then nobody's refunding tickets because they don't have no point of purchase. Let me continue. Despite the uncertainty, anticipation is high. This will mark Ye's first major concert in South Africa since 2013, and industry's observers expect a strong turnout given the exclusivity of the event. Some online users expressed concern, citing Ye's unpredictable track record, that part, including abrupt cancellations and erratic behavior. Others welcomed the announcement, eager to see the hip-hop icon return to the stage after a turbulent few years. The Johannesburg date follows Ye's recent performances in Asia, where he delivered two very different shows. On July 26, Ye performed to a sold-out crowd of 50,000 at Icheon Muhawk Stadium in South Korea. The show featured a stripped-down stage design, explosive visuals, and a surprise appearance by his daughter, Northwest, who joined him for a choreography and rapping. The performance received praise for its energy and emotional moments, including a crowd-wide sing-along of Heartless. 2 weeks earlier, on July 12th, Ye took to the stage in Shanghai for his first full concert in China in 17 years. That show, however, was marred by rain, sound issues, and delays. West arrived more than 40 minutes late, walked off stage multiple times, and left before the final songs finished. That's a disaster. And when I did my video on this, I focused on other things about the show. I didn't really focus on that part. Homeboys mad in the comments, Charles, you're supposed to talk about how the show was a disaster, how they booed him, da-da-da. I didn't get to that because I hadn't seen that part when I initially was covering it. But at the end of the day, they allegedly booed him. I heard reports that the boos, it weren't that many people booing him. It was just a pocket of them. But they allegedly booed him. Some people allegedly asked for their money back. They wanted refunds, this, that, and the third. So the China show didn't go off well. It started late. The equipment was wonky. It just was a lot of stuff going on. So that's you don't know what you might get. You might spend all that money to get over there, get hotel rooms, this and that. You might get some goofy shit like that where he comes in late, the equipment ain't working, he leaves before he's finished. You don't want that. You don't want that. As a promoter or a venue or a city or a state or country, you don't want Kanye coming in, doing a bullshit job and then leaving. Let me continue. Many attendees demanded refunds while some defended the performance, blaming the weather and praising the set list. Now, I want to explain why people think that this thing is a jukes, because it's really looking crazy. I wouldn't buy tickets to this thing, but let me continue. The South African concert news also comes just days after the U.S. theatrical release of In Whose Name, a documentary chronicling 6 years of Ye's life. Ye wanted his own documentary. He didn't like the last one, which I thought was an amazing documentary. That last documentary that his man put together about him, Kanye didn't like episode 4, which showed him now being a complete zombie, right? And a wacko and just talking crazy. He didn't like episode 4. Was it 3? The last episode, whatever the last episode was, he didn't like that version. But the ones that was the early one, they were really insightful. It was a great time. It was a great documentary about Kanye. Very insightful. I enjoyed it. But Kanye wanted to make his own, so I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it. In Whose Name is 6 years of his life, directed by Nico Ballesteros, I think. The film compiles over 3,000 hours of footage and explores Ye's mental health, political ventures, and personal struggles. I hope they keep it 100% in this documentary, because you never know. People try to control their narrative, so we'll see. The film premiered September 19th and is currently playing on AMC, Regal, and Cinemark theaters nationwide. So let me continue. Is the South Africa concert a lie or legit? X's account claimed that the rapper was coming to South Africa, but the fans are sharing their red flags. His let me see. Let me get to the point because they're all over the place right here. The Manyeke group. In an X post on Kanye's account, he announced that Johannesburg would be on the list of countries he would perform in 2025. Johannesburg, 13th December 2025. The only performance in South Africa. This was on Kanye's own account. According to the flyer, it was a flyer. The concert would be held at Ellis Park and organized by music promoters, the Manyaki Group. Fans were invited to register for tickets on Ticket Pro. In the comments section, South Africans were overjoyed that their favorite artist would be coming to Manzai, or is it Manzanzi? However, many were left doubting the legitimacy of the news about Kanye's supposed concert in Johannesburg, outlining the following red flags on the poster. 1. The Manyeki Group does not have an operating website. 2. The only contact details are an email address, and that's it. 3. There is no word about the concert on Ticket Pro, which is the ticket site. 4. Manyaki Group's Instagram account has a handful of followers and posts, with the last post being made in 2020. 5. Kanye has not mentioned the concert on his Instagram accounts. It only came up on his X account. So there's a lot going on. And another thing, they said that this account popped up out of nowhere, the Manyeki Group, when they hadn't been active in a very long time. Now they're promoting this show, and they don't really have no links to nothing. So they're just, you can't find anything about this group. So it says the South African has reached out to the Manyeki Group for confirmation, but they have no response. So this thing looks like a scam. If they do put the tickets up, good luck trying to get your money back or whatever, because it feels like this thing is going to be a real show. And maybe they'll pull it together and get things popping. But at the end of the day, we're not going to know until December. But who knows, man? We'll see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comments. I personally think that this is yet another scam. I think that Manyaki Group is more to the story. If you look it up, I've read some South African things, and the guy that did it, it's a lot going on, gang. It's a lot of people involved that got some sketchy things going on. I'm just going to leave it in. I'm not getting too deep into that. You can look it up and tap in and get more information on your own. But that, what I told you, was enough to let you know this is shaky and wonky. I wouldn't buy a ticket to it, all right? Let me know what you think, man. CLBMG, man. Just get in the comments. Listen, every Wednesday night we go live. We'll probably discuss this on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. Also, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6-man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click, like, click, share. Tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location. Tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here. We ain't the cheese, we the trap.